everyone. Very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, wherever you are. As I promised, we have got a wonderful guest with us, and she is none other than Dhyani.
Thank you.
So,
Yes.
before I say anything, let Dhyani give her own introduction first. Dhyani, stage is yours. Please tell us about yourself first, then we'll be asking you the questions. Dhyani, please go ahead.
All right. Yes, my name is Dhyani D'Souza, and I have created a radio program called SheInnovates. And this is where we look at breaking barriers, building futures, and have inspiring conversations. And She Innovates was birthed from me going to an International Women's Day event. And yes, and then I just made inquiries about how I could create a radio program such as
Mhm.
this. Now, we're here creating a community for women in business and supporting women in their journeys in as they go through the different processes that they go through in setting up a business during the process of not the history, but um, the as we go through that journey of um, creating our business, I should say.
Lovely,
Yes,
lovely, lovely.
yes. And
Okay, 1 second, please. Dhyani, there are certain questions that I have received from my audience, and I
yes,
will request you, as far as I understand, all the information that you want to give has been covered in those questions. But still, if you think that there is something missing, please try to adjust your reply in that. And if you permit, may I go with a first question that audience are eager to know? Shall I go ahead?
yes.
Thank you, Dhani. So here is the first question, and for that, Dhani, the world of business can be challenging terrain, especially for the women entrepreneurs. Dhyani, you have walked the path yourself and faced various hurdles along the way. Though your own experiences, you created a platform that speaks to these challenges. Now, could you please tell us more about what inspired you to start, especially your expertise, and that is the SheInnovates. Dani, platform is yours. Please.
Okay. What inspired me? Well, what inspired me was the loneliness that I felt
Ooh.
during me setting up my business, knowing where to go, because with somebody my age, it is not easy because I'm not as computer illiterate as what a lot of women or anyone for that matter going
Mm-hmm.
into business. And so, because of that loneliness and the anxiety and
Mm-hmm.
facing up to different belief systems that I found
Mm-hmm.
myself confronting, it really did inspire me to do something about it. And after talking to people at the International Women's Day, it just showed me that loneliness in business, particularly with women working on their own, is
Mm-hmm.
very, very common. And so I created this She Innovates as a way to try and fill that gap so that women did have a place to come to in order to be able to be able to let go of that loneliness that they feel and let them know that there is somebody here to support them. And as I build the community, there are
Mm-hmm.
different women who with different skills that are there and available for women who actually need them, and it's starting to really happen. You know, women are reaching out and seeking help from some of the speakers that I've actually had on
Okay.
my program.
Right,
And
right.
so, yeah, so this is what was
Good.
the whole idea of
Hmm.
creating it. And
Okay.
so
Okay.
it's
So from this, uh, yeah, before I start a next question, I will request you to be bit short so that we can ask you
okay.
more number of questions.
All right.
Okay. So
Okay.
nice. Lovely. Because we
I
need the
understand.
explanation, but all the listeners, they want to know so many things from you. And I'm really feeling very proud of you that literally you are a ocean of not only knowledge but experience also. Just now I was reading a quote where it says that, well, you are the person who has learned from the books or the teachers or from the expert, where I am the person who has learned from my own experience. So I definitely give the highest mark to the person who has learned from own experience, and you are amongst those people. So really, your each and every word that you are telling will have a unbelievable impact on the listeners that are listening to you. So here is Dhyani's second question that I would like to ask, and that is, throughout your journey hosting, especially your SheInnovates, you have had meaningful conversation with numerous women entrepreneurs. Many have shared their battles with self doubt and feelings of the isolation. Their stories of the Trump have created valuable lessons for the others. Now, could you please share how do the successful women overcome this internal barriers? How do successful women overcome these internal barriers? Dhyani, platform is yours.
Welcome new business. Is that what you're saying? Yes, yes. They've been very open to welcoming any new women into
Mm-hmm.
the fold, for want of a better word. And yes, it's they've been very willing to come on my show. I haven't had any issues of the different people that I've invited on my show. I've also got women being referred to me now and women approaching me.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I was just talking to, yes, so you've asked me to keep it short. I don't know where else to go with this other than the fact that, yes, um, women are very open to experiencing the different um, uh, women that I've actually had on the show.
Good,
I
good,
hope I've
good.
answered your question because
Yes,
I
really.
missed a couple of words, and
It's
so
okay. It's okay. You're perfectly correct. Well, by saying so, Dhyani, you show empathizes the delicate balance between the business success and personal well-being, because most of the people, they always focus on the one item. Either they say that you should go for your personal well-beings, whereas the other will say that no, you should focus on your business only. But you are the one, a rare of rarest, that you balance between the business success and the personal well-being. You have witnessed the first hand how the prioritizing the self-care can transform both the entrepreneur and their virtue. So in your experience, how does the self-care impact business success? How
the
does the self-care impact business success? Please.
self care is one of the most important things in business.
Mm-hmm.
It's you have to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. And if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be there to actually perform in your business, to continue on with your business. Because
Ooh.
sometimes if you are not aware, if you are not
Mm-hmm.
aware of certain issues that could crop up in your body or your mental health. If
Mm-hmm.
you're not aware of those small clues, those small signs that the body gives you that something isn't
Right.
quite okay, then you can end up finding yourself in deep trouble. And
Ooh.
in many cases, women have had to give up their business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've had to step back from their business because mentally they're not fit enough to actually perform in the
Hmm.
business, and also physically as well. And you know, there's no self care is the most important. I don't
Very
think you
correct.
can get away. I don't really think that you can get away with it. You
Mm-hmm.
might be able to for 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 a few years, but eventually you won't. Eventually you will get certain signs in the body that means that you have to
Right.
step back. Mm,
Very correct. So,
mm.
as per the reply that you have given, two questions came to my mind. And one is the priority that you said that you should balance. And the second most important is the mission or the aim that a person thinks of. But what about a person differs from person to person? You can't compare the physical fitness of one person with another. Plus, the age factor is also there. So, with that, how would you recommend someone that these are the top three items you should take care of so that you will able to have the balance between the business as well as your personal life? Hope I am clear. Three items that you would like to recommend for balancing the business and the personal health. Please.
Okay. First of all, I think being
Hmm.
in nature. Nature is a
Hmm.
really good one, and
Ooh.
that's really important. Bringing us back to nature, grounding ourselves, keeping ourselves grounded, having sort of grounding practices every day to keep yourself centered and so that you can be aware of any
Hmm.
issues that might come up in the body. So that is two. And three, um, stay in contact with your friends. Keep that connection going. In many cases, we just get so busy in our business that we just forget about those connections with friends. And this is where we can receive a lot of nourishment is by having that connection with friends and keeping that up, because there are going to be times when we oh there are going to be times when we just need to talk
Right.
things over, etc. Yes.
Very correct. Dhani,
I'm
I
trying to keep them
went
short,
through
sorry.
perfectly right because whatever you are saying has got really impactful
Mm.
information, and I'm sure the all my listeners are definitely experiencing that, and they are getting the reply from your conversation. Very good, very good. Dhyani, I found that you have got a unique specialization, and that is that what started you as a radio show and it has blossomed in something much more significant. Your platform has created connections, fostered relationships, and built a supportive ecosystem for the women in the business. Looking back, looking back, what's the most unexpected outcome of this community that you have built? What you would like to say? Dhyani, please.
Oh, I can remember just when I first started the show, I just said to them, this is an idea. I do not know how it's going to pan out. I do not know what is going to evolve from it, and I'm just going to trust and allow things to allow it to create its own entity. And so, what I've actually got from that is that if you let go and just allow things to happen, then amazing things can happen. And that you can actually, even now, even to this day, I get gobsmacked, for want of a
Mm-hmm.
better word, at the reaction that people have had with the show, and how it's evolving. And yes, so I still don't know. I
Wow.
still
Would you like
it's
to give an
evolving.
interesting
Yes.
example of your conversation on radio, please?
Um, well, I can remember I had two women on, and they were very, very bubbly, and they had people overseas, and of course there was this conversation that would be happening at the same time, and so that was really interesting. And then anyway, one of the ladies, she piped up and she said, because we were asking about
Mm-hmm.
metaphors and sayings and things, and
Right.
she said, um, if you're green and grow,
Mm-hmm.
how did it go? If you're green and growing, you're either that's right. You're either green and growing, or you're red and rotting. And that just created this atmosphere. There was this stuff coming back, and these were people from all over the world. The UK and America, and it was just amazing to actually see what happens when
Ooh.
somebody might say something, and the reaction. And yes, and people did yes, yes, you're either green and growing, or you're red and rotting. And it's the fact that we can still be green cultivates us and encourages us and creates curiosity to keep on learning, because that's exactly what we're here to do, to keep on learning, and more than anything, to learn about who we are and what we're capable of, and what we can actually create with
Wow.
with our own
So
creativity,
interesting.
and our connection
Right.
to our higher power,
Oh
whatever
God.
you call, whatever you refer that to be, or feel
And
that to
Danny,
be.
do you recollect one more example? It was really wonderful, very interesting. Would you like to narrate
Um,
one more example, please?
what was it? There was yes, I had a lady. She was
Uh-huh.
who was a intuitive artist,
Hmm.
and she was really sharing about how she was able to help women to explore that creativity within themselves. And she's got this shop called Wild Gypsy, and
Hmm.
that in itself is enough to encourage you to go and explore that. But yes, she was very, very interesting to listen to, on how she was able to create this this energy, this
Hmm.
curiosity, and allowing the creativity to flourish on the paper using a paintbrush. And
Hmm.
that was really amazing as well.
Ooh.
And there was the clutter, a lady who was about um, decluttering your household. She was
Hmm.
really amazing as well. That was just great. And you can
Interesting.
just really see and feel, you can really see
Hmm.
and feel what they mean. Because, when you clean up your house and declutter things, you know how different it feels like. And sometimes in our homes, we might have too much clutter, and that really holds us back. And we need to let go of all this stuff so that we can fly.
Oh, great. Interesting.
Mm.
Well,
Mm.
Danny, most of the people, especially the women entrepreneurs, when they start their morning routine, everyone has got their own pattern. There are few ladies, or the ladies who, first of all, they go to their mobile and check the message. Few ladies will be using their laptop. Few ladies will be going through their routine. I think that there are very few who think of their physical fitness and take care of their body first. So, whereas you are a live example who are totally physically fit, at the same time, you are so engaged in the business community. So, please give us advice that what are the most one, two, or three steps a woman entrepreneur should take as soon as he gets up in the morning or in the morning itself.
Well, for me, I feel that meditation is very important. And so, a time with yourself and meditation and prayer, and
Ooh.
to which um, can really set you up for the day.
Hmm.
Um, Gratitude, expressing gratitude, expressing the abundance and everything that you have achieved, and feel blessed.
Hmm.
And for me, I pull a tarot card and I see what message that I might be learning through the day.
Hmm.
And yes, and that's all very interesting as well. So that's basically how I start my day.
Beautiful,
And
beautiful.
yeah, and I find what I'm finding
Hmm.
is that my mental health is so much greater
Hmm.
when we come from a
Good,
place of gratitude. It just
good, good.
is. It just sets the stage, really.
Right,
It's
very correct.
for your own accomplishments, what you actually want to create in the day. And yes, it's yes,
Right.
that's really important.
Right. My daughter stays nearby, and she always says, "Papa, please count your blessings, count your blessings, count your
Mm,
blessings." Yes, this is what you to say. Very correct. You should always count your blessings. Well, I have an interesting question, Dhyani, for you, and that
mhm.
is that what have you remember, or the question, or the reply, or the advice that you have got from your clients that you think that was the best?
From my clients,
Correct.
um, I think that the main message is
Mhm.
that in my own business as a tarot advisor, and all the readings that I've actually done, it all comes
Ooh,
down to self, and that is the main message.
okay,
It's the
okay,
main
good,
message that
good.
everything is with us, with
Hmm.
how we feel about ourselves, the belief that we have in ourselves, and and the more belief that we have in ourselves, the more accomplishments we have. And some people have high belief in themselves, and they
Right.
are accomplishing many great things. Sometimes I find that these particular people do leave their self care behind a bit, and
Hmm.
they need to take care of themselves a bit more. And yes, that's my main message that my
Beautiful.
clients have given me, or what I have actually realised more.
Oh.
It's not that I didn't know before. It's
Mhm.
just shown me again, and it's made me realise that this is where we go.
Correct.
Anyone who has any issues or anything like that, it is all
Mhm.
about them and how they feel about themselves.
Right, right.
It's just
Well,
very
then,
simple. Mm.
Jani, I have got so many questions to ask you, but the time doesn't allow me. It's time over. Basically, we wanted to keep a special session where we say that the rapid fire question, where we ask the questions and get the answer. Somehow we couldn't get time even for that. But anyway, Dhani, I have got two small requests to make. The first one is, as and when time permits, we would love to have you on our stage. And second, we pray Almighty God that Him bless all the wisdom, power, strength, energy, happiness, health, whatever you need, so that the work that you are doing, please keep on doing, keep on continuing. And the message that you have given today, I am sure it will go a very, very long way. And those who are my listeners who are listening now and who will be listening afterwards, they will be
Mm-hmm.
definitely learning a lot from you, because you are the one who has experience. You are the one who have literally felt, you have walked the way. Lovely, lovely. Dhani, I love the way you replied all these questions. So nice, nice of you, Dhani. Thank you
Okay,
so much. Thank you so
great.
much. We say namaste to you. A
Oh,
big
thank you
namaste to
very much.
you. So nice,
Namaste.
Dhani.
Yes.
See you
Okay.
soon. See you
All
soon.
right.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.